our next prominent area is the Valley of Moses, but is more known as Tayib-Ism Valley, which is basically a valley or a canyon where Moses wandered. Tayib-Ism Valley is just a 15-minute drive from Moses's 12 eyes. Tayib-Ism is right on the coast of Magna. Once you're on the right road, you cannot miss it. So as you enter Magna, you have to turn right and not left, because when you turn right, you're going in the wrong direction. You have to turn left. And so once you turn left, you continue on that road, and it will take you to the end of the road, and that's where you will find Tayib-Ism Valley. You cannot drive beyond that point. Furthermore, you will be approached by a small palm tree grove, which is right at the front of the valley, and you can drive approximately 100 meters inside the valley, where you'll meet this particular pedestrian bridge, and from this point on you have to take the valley by foot. When Moses brought the people out of Egypt through the Red Sea, they reached the land of Midian at Tayib-Ism. Although some believe Moses reached Tayib-Ism, others believe that he reached a point further down the coast, which is called Rasheikh Hameed, because this is actually the nearest point on this coast between Saudi and Egypt. And really, if you look at this picture, I was at this point once upon a time. If you look at this picture, you can actually see the mountains of Egypt to the other side. It's very, very near. It's so near that you get mobile reception from Egypt when you're at this point. Back to Tayib-Ism, because we would probably never really know the exact point where he crossed and where he reached. Now, it's believed that the valley is a 5-kilometer hike. We did not do the hike. We probably just spent 1 hour there, or 2 hours. No, it wasn't 1 hour. It was probably 2 hours that we spent there, just walking through the valley as far as we could. And once we didn't see anything anymore, when things just looked the same, the rocks all looked the same, we turned around. Spending time in that valley is incredible. It's an incredible valley. It's exquisite, featuring these magnificent, really, really tall cliffs. It's mind-blowing. It's something that's unimaginable, I'd say. That's what you will experience once you visit the valley. Furthermore, does it also have like a little freshwater stream that runs throughout the year, and on the path throughout the valley you will find here and there a palm tree, which really gives the valley life. It's really nice to see life in something as extraordinary as that. So yeah, that is Tayib-Ism Valley, a must visit. The valley is a 5-kilometer hike. We did not do the hike, just walking through the valley as far as we could. And once we didn't see anything anymore, when things just looked the same, the rocks all looked the same, we turned around. This is Tayib-Ism Valley. Absolutely a must visit while you're in Saudi Arabia. After wandering the exquisite Tayib-Ism Valley and visiting 3 excursion points prior to that, we were famished and ready for lunch. Our tour guide took us for a picnic next to the beach. He ordered the scrumptious Saudi-style fried fish, which we enjoyed on the beach, and well needed. The fish was absolutely scrumptious, and the fact that we sat on the beach feeling the cold air blowing on our faces was absolutely fantastic. Now, that is what simplicity is about. Next, we are moving on to the coast of Rasheikh Hameed. And since I've already combined Rasheikh Hameed with Tayib Ism, especially, I just wanted to show you the point where it's believed Moses actually crossed into Saudi Arabia. Yeah, that's all I wanted to show you there, but we also visited the shipwreck, the Catalina. That's next. Our next but not last stop is at Rasheikh Hameed, which is a 20 to 30-minute drive down the coast from Magna. As I've said before, Rasheikh Hameed is the nearest point between Egypt and Saudi and believed as a point where Moses crossed the Red Sea. This is actually what we've been told by many Saudis. But Rasheikh Hameed is also famous for the Catalina plane wreck, and the reason why many tourists and locals visit this area. A bit of the history of this wreck. The Catalina plane wreck is an American military seaplane which had laid on this beach since the 1960s. The story is that a retired American businessman by the name of Thomas Kendall took a trip around the world with his children and his secretary. One of their stopovers was near Rasheikh Hameed, where they spent the night. Unfortunately, the next afternoon they were attacked by Bedouins who thought that they were under a military attack. As we've said earlier, it's a military seaplane.
This is the engine. Very old aircraft. And this should be the cockpit.
Thomas Kendall, then, the owner of the plane, tried to get away but didn't succeed because the Bedouins were shooting at the plane. The plane then went aground on a coral reef. Thomas and his crew, however, were captured by the Bedouins and then sent to Jeddah, but the damaged seaplane was abandoned on this beach, which today attracts many tourists to this area. After this, to end our day, we will go to a farm. It's already late, but we will visit a farm. Where we will enjoy some tea and coffee or chai and gawa, Saudi Arabian style, sitting around the fire, chit-chatting with locals and just giving you our final review of the tour. So in the next clip, that's what you can expect. Stay tuned for that.
Business now.
Yeah, business,
tourism
which is
business,
fantastic. Well done, sir.
I would just suggest you say foreign guest. Don't say Westerner, say foreign guest.
Foreign guest, yeah. Foreign, I mean, any nationalities, any other
Yeah.
nationalities, yes.
Because, you know, the largest segment of your tour group could be Chinese, because globally they're the largest.
Oh, yes, group.
Yes, that's right.
Yes, I agree.
And you're right, and our programs is for everybody. As I said, as I told Kamalita, sometimes we have Saudi ladies come from Riyadh or from Jeddah or from Dammam.
Yeah.
They come and take the tour with us,
Okay.
a complete program. They buy a complete program and go with us.
Yeah.
1 day, 2 days. The last four Saudi family we had, I mentioned to you, these four ladies,
Yes.
with her mother and aunt and her cousin also. They all Saudi ladies. They came, they took a 2-day program with us. 1 day it was like today program,
Yeah, and
the
then?
second day they went to Tema.
Which is what? Explain.
Tema is on Medina motorway near to Madain Saleh, but they have other places there. They have like the Bir Haddaj, they have the Al Hamra Castle and Ben Roman Castle and Al Radham Castle, and they have also one place that they are still working company still under research, and this is where they find in Tema area where they find this Egyptian writing, and
Yeah.
it was big. It had big thing on the news, over the news, that proved that the Egyptian were here in these areas. You know, as past these
May I ask,
areas.
why do you call them castles? Are they fortresses? Because castle is just a word for those that have a tower. Okay, that is only that is what called
Yeah,
a
well,
castle.
those ones are castles because they have.
Fortresses then.
Yes.
Okay, understood. They have torreones. Okay, but because you have been always the Bedouin culture.
No, the ones in Tema, not all Turkish. The one we have in Tabuk, like Tabuk Fort or Tabuk Castle, is Turkish, okay, but the one in Tema are not all Turkish. The one of them are Turkish, and the other two is not Turkish, you know.
Yeah.
One is owned by one family, which this is a Roman Castle, you know.
Oh
This
wow.
is one
Okay.
famous family in Tema, from Tema area.
Okay.
And the other one is
Yeah,
Arabian
because
Castle.
everything up here, more than north, more than the south, used to belong to the Ottoman Empire. Not the south.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Up to Bulgaria. Yeah.
And
But
even the
I have been
old
here a
traditions,
year,
you
and
know,
I'm
when
enjoying
you
it
receive the
each
guest,
moment
okay, you
because it's
used to keep
lovely.
him for 3 days.
Lovely.
You've been
3
here.
days
wow.
hospitality,
I
okay?
went to Hamis
They
for
stay,
6 months,
sleep,
and I've been here for 6
eat, you know,
Eat,
breakfast,
Here already, and I
lunch,
love it.
dinner for 3 days.
I'm in love with Arabia.
You've been here
For
before.
3 days,
Yes,
you know. After the 3
Tabuk,
days, and then
yes,
he's free to
yes.
go,
And August,
continue
but
with his journey.
in Saudi
Same in
Arabia,
Riyadh,
in Hamis, in
Jeddah,
Napa,
the same.
خميس اوكي
Tradition.
hospitality.
Yeah, the same.
خميس مشيت.
Only
I
different
love it.
custom between
What's,
here and south of Saudi Arabia or
Oh,
Riyadh.
almost.
But in most of
that you,
the
Not
kingdom cities,
No,
you
no,
know,
no, it's-
this generosity matter
I
is,
love
around the same, you
yeah,
know.
Okay.
Only
I
different
don't know, I'm in
styles.
love
Style.
with
Okay.
the
ما
desert,
يبغى يتعشى
and
بعد الكريم.
the
والله
way
انه
you
يقولوا
dress
تاخر
up,
الحين
everything.
تاخر الوقت
I
فينا
want
وكذا
to
لكن يشكروه.
learn Arabic. I've been
على
learning only for
حسب
3
ذاك.
months, and I have to learn again.
I want to volunteer, one man and one lady. Okay?
For what?
I want to ask you about
Experience?
no, I want to ask you about what you think about the tour today, and I want you to reply to Jude. She will film us, you know. What's your impression about the tour? Complete tour.
Yeah. Should I? No, you go first, miss.
No, he just said one man and one woman. She
Okay,
says,
you go.
No,
then.
Kamalita and her husband.
Okay. Oh, yeah. But they've been here for 5 years.
Exactly.
I'm
It should be
sorry.
you. Yeah.
She's been here for 5 years. I've been here for 17 years, so
Oh my
it's kind of a little bit
God.
different.
Saudi Arabia. Ted, go.
I'm not a man or a woman.
Oh, shut up. Okay, can I say it?
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Yeah, but I have to rehearse. Yeah.
Jude, are you recording?
I don't know, but I loved the whole day, the whole experience. I enjoy how we have been able to be surviving for more than 8 hours together. And I don't know, I like the even Catalina plane and the other one that we couldn't get in at the beginning. What was the name of the place? The other Petra, the other Petra.
Maguire.
غير شيء.
Yeah, the fish was superb, especially the lunch, I think was superb. What else? I don't know. I'm enjoying it every minute, but I'm a person that always enjoys to see the positive things of life. Okay, that's what I am, and I thank you very much for being able to take us around this area.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome
Okay,
anytime.
now you.
Okay, Mr.
Okay.
Paul, your
Yeah.
turn. We want to have your impression about the complete tour today with us.
I've had a very good time. It was excellent driving by our driver.
Bit scary.
And had a good time at the Moses Wells. And although the gate was locked, we came back and saw it. So we got to see everything that you promised. Had a wonderful time here with having our tea and coffee and Bedouin experience. And yes, the fish was superb at the place. And recommend the company to anybody I talk to. Thank you.
And TripAdvisor. You will be
I'm proud of the
TripAdvisor.
TripAdvisor.
Yeah, we enjoy it.
Looking forward to the next one.
Yeah.
Want to have your impression about the
I-
tour today.
No, don't say it. Our boys are
You want
crackling.
Oh, and I forgot to say, I scored my first goal yesterday in football.
And we don't have a
I should
snake
have
anymore
said
in the
that at the end of my
compound.
speech. I
Yeah.
forgot.
And we don't have a snake anymore in the compound. No. So you've been working with Carmelita before, have you? Or do
I've
you know?
been on his tours, not work.
Oh, I see.
working,
No.
You know Kamalita from maybe a few years. We did one tour before when she was here. We have
Thank you.
Many
But everybody else
other
there.
tours, many other sites that we can take groups to, like Adisa, like Tema, like desert safari trips, many things, like farms
wow.
also, city tour in Tabuk,
You
including the
must be
farm,
so
or
proud of
including the
yourself that you
castle.
have achieved so much in only 10 years. And what about having a museum? I think that's fantastic.
Oh no,
Yeah,
thank you.
as I
Museum.
said, I have the private museum. It's been open for the last 7 years, and we have more than 7,000 pieces in the museum. And also we have a room which is specially for wearing the traditional clothes
Okay. I'll
for
have a picture.
the customer or the visitor. We can fully address him with the traditional clothes, man or ladies or girls or boys or the whole family,
Yeah.
and photograph them by a special. We have special camera,
Yeah.
professional cameras for photographing, and print them their photos if they like.
Oh, but you should be very proud of yourself, achieving that sort of museum in the middle of town and having, is it in the Mat House, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And we have also a restaurant and coffee shop. It was the first in KSA fully operated by Saudi ladies, the chiefs and garçons and all Saudi ladies, And we had it in the embassy and in the other famous news channel, okay, because it was the
Wow.
first. I fought with a lot of the ministries, okay, but that was the start. So it was our business or us who supported the ladies from
Good.
the start. Now many other option opened for
Yeah, you
the
said that
ladies
instead
for,
of
in
100
many
years,
other
it's gonna
specialties.
be 6 more years, everything is going to be
That is
finished.
so good that you're doing so.
Yeah.
It's okay.
And where are you
Really,
originally from?
Women empowerment, it's called.
Yeah.
Right?
Where are you originally from? Tabuk?
I am originally from Tabuk.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I studied in England for 5 years, business and
Where?
computer studies.
Where?
Blackpool, Manchester, London.
Yeah, London, Manchester, yeah.
And since that I came back, I have been working with American companies. I worked with FMC and Bradley Company for about 7 years. I worked with the BAE System, British Aerospace, for about 11 years. I was the manager of the compound and support services there. But now I resigned because I
have
have
your
my
own-
own business. Okay. And after take final decision about the marriage.
Yes.
Plus,
So
now
this
there
is the
medical,
end of our
desk also.
tour
A medical desk.
yes.
of
medical
Musa's
desk.
eyes and
Sometimes,
Musa's well. So this is the new thing.
When they get married to each other,
The
even if
end
they are
of the day.
normal, but
So we're
sometimes
having
their
some
kids
Arabic
will
coffee, which is
affect
called
them
gawa,
in the future.
and we're
That's
having
why they did now the first this
tea.
medical test. So
So
now everybody,
the end of the day
I'm not sure what you call it in
of a
English, the
long
man who
tour
makes,
day.
the contract, the wedding
And now we're
contract
having
between the like
fireplace,
the chairman
tea.
or the lawyer. Yeah.
We stand up, we'll begin the smoke.
Have to for this medical test.
We have a new Saudi here.
You have to bring the medical test, and if it's okay, then you complete.
So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for our next tour of Saudi Arabia.
And finally, thank you for watching. Thank you for tagging along on the tour. I hope you have learned a lot through this vlog, and I would definitely say if you visit Saudi Arabia or if you're in the area, please do come to the Tabuk region, because here is a lot of biblical history and cultural history to explore and to uncover. So you will not be disappointed.